Hey, welcome back for another installment of Zarzaur Law TV. We're here again with Dr. Evan Malone. Dr. Malone is a board-certified internal medicine physician who helps out at the firm. Today's topic is influenza. Specifically, Dr. Malone actually brought up the fact that every year, the influenza vaccine has to be changed, and this year is no different. We wanted Dr. Malone to explain why that is, why it has to be changed, and what the effective rate for the vaccination is.
Great, thanks, Joe. I brought up to Joe everything I'd been seeing in the news about how this year's vaccine is maybe not as good as it's been in years past. Don't get the vaccination, what have you. Not the case. Still get the vaccine if you have the opportunity. Most of the time it's free by either pharmacies or insurance providers or employers. Any given year, the vaccine is about 50-60% efficacious. That's almost par for the course when you look at the whole community. That doesn't mean that you're going to get the flu, but if someone were to say, hey, I can cut your risk of getting anything by 50%, I'd take it. So anyhow, this year's vaccine, up till now, has not really hit the mark. It's been to roughly 25-40%, depending on the numbers you look at, as far as matching the actual influenza strain that's out there. And the difficult thing here is this vaccine has to be developed 8 to 12 months in advance. So right now, here we are, January 2015, in about a month or two, the vaccine for 2016 will be developed based on prior year's data. Well, that's all great, except for influenza is not a static disease. This thing is that's why we call things viral. When you have a viral hit on YouTube or whatever, is this thing replicates in 6 hours. When something replicates that fast, littlest changes amplify much greater than anything else that replicates on a matter of years or days or whatever it is. Anyhow, so get the vaccination because this thing could mutate to the point where it changes even during this flu season and all of a sudden the vaccine you got does work. Or one of the strains where you live is different from the strain where a family member lives or maybe where you're traveling. So those are reasons to get the vaccine. Real quickly though, I did want to touch on the folks that are at increased risk of bad stuff going on if you do get the flu. It doesn't mean that you're going to get the flu, but if you do get it, these people usually do not fare as well. They're younger than 2 years of age, older than 65 years of age, diabetics, and then anybody with either chronic heart, chronic kidney, or chronic liver disease of any sort. So that's a pretty huge segment of the population. So that speaks to more reason to get the vaccination. And then finally, treatment. It's, for the most part, supportive therapy, and that means keeping someone hydrated, keeping their nutrition up, keeping all their other comorbidities balanced out, the things I touched on before. The medications, people say, no, I got the flu, I need to take the medication, you take the medication. The salient point here is you need to start the medications like Influenza and Tamiflu within 48 hours of symptom onset. After that, pretty much wasting your money, you're wasting the drug, you may as well plop it in the toilet. So that's a reason to be conscious of your symptoms and get to a medical provider the moment that you think that you're symptomatic from the flu.
What is the first symptom for the flu? Or one of the first?
It affects everybody differently. It can be myalgias, which is muscle aches, headache, just kind of feeling run down, feverish type symptoms. Generally not the GI stuff. Folks mistake, oh, I have the flu. I got the flu. I had it for one day. No, you had viral gastroenteritis, which is not influenza. That is a completely different virus. So that is something that will never be changed in my mind. People mistaking, I got the stomach flu with the actual influenza, which is a respiratory infection.
Right. All right, well, that's helpful information. So go get your vaccinations. I know like drugstores offer this for a very low cost,
yeah,
right?
Some of it's $5, $10, $20 even. Again, and insurance companies will pick it up depending on your provider, and many employers will offset that cost, or they'll offer employee days to go to different places to get your shots. So take those opportunities.
All right, thanks for that information about the flu vaccine. If you have other questions or questions related to that topic, please feel free to contact us via the web at zarzaurlaw.com, or you can call us at 855-HIRE-JOE. Thanks.